Alright, jury. Jump HP, frame advantage, significantly reduced. Why the fuck is this thing +5 on block if she does it on the way up? Okay, or reduced corner carry. So I think in practice, she will still have the exact same stupid throw loop in the corner. I don't think I want to get rid of her current throw loop, but I do think it's kind of crazy that like she mid-screen throws you, she sends you flying to the absolute other side of the universe, and she can still drive rush behind it and get Oki. That's a buff. Better Oki, but worse corner carry. This is like half buff, half nerf, you know? All right, Ken. I was looking at the character list and I was thinking I haven't been spiteful enough today. I need to be more spiteful. And wouldn't you know it, Ken Masters showed up on my list. Shoot his ass, break his legs. You know what, let's do this. -8 just to be safe. You know what, let's just make it -20. I'll stick with -7. -7 is too much. This is the thing about Ken privilege, is you don't realize how obscene Ken is until you actually compare it to other characters. Like, these guys are throwing their toys out of the pram about a -7 Jinrai follow-up. Fucking Jamie's out here with a second Rekka that's -15. And those guys, I've never seen a single Jamie player say that, like, second Rekka should be more safe. I think you guys are just too used to Ken privilege. This seems excessive now because you've lived a life of luxury. It's like I'm telling you basically that we're confiscating one of your luxury yachts, and you'll have to make do with just one luxury yacht. And you guys are like, no, I need 2 yachts. I've lived my whole life with 2 yachts. I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. How am I supposed to function with only one luxury yacht? Equality feels like oppression, exactly. Also, yeah, lore accurate, that is Ken. Okay, what else are we doing here? Nerf stand heavy punch? I would maybe add a couple of whiff recovery frames. Yeah, let's do that. Stand HP. Like, people don't talk about this, his stand fierce having, like, no whiff recovery, but, like, right now, you can whiff this thing in someone's face, and it's really hard to punish. Side switch and corner carry, I'm not too bothered about. I just think that I want to nerf Ken's, like, autopilot stuff. And I think the 2 most autopilot things that Ken players get away with right now is like spamming Jinrai and whiffing Stand Fierce like a lunatic. All right, Blanka. I kind of want to make changes to Blanka which make him a bit more balanced in neutral. I want to make him more poking. I kind of want to lean more into the poking side of Blanka rather than him just going all in on mix-ups right now. Stuff like this to me makes more sense. Sorry, yeah, I didn't mean to imply that like it's now super cancelable. I meant now super cancelable with a single hit confirmable window. Like right now the window is really small. I think it's like 14 frames right now or something. Let's say like 17 or 18. I'd love a 7-frame medium personally. Biggest thing on my wish list. Which medium would be suitable for making 7 frames though? Crouch medium kick? I don't think so. I think that'd be too good. It's really short. It's actually not. His crouch medium kick has good, deceptively good range. It just doesn't feel that long because the animation's a little bit weird. Let's do stand medium kick. I think that's less risky. If we make crouch medium kick too good, he'll just turn into like Ken. Okay. Dalsim. I am going to actually give Dalsim 1 nerf and probably a giga buff. Work with me here. I'm going to start with a nerf and you're going to be sad, but it's going to be followed by a huge buff. Okay. This is a big nerf. His jump fierce. I have no idea why he can press this button while floating from goddamn 30,000 feet above sea level. Barely even visible at the top of the screen. He presses this button, it has the biggest hitbox of any jump normal in the entire game, and somehow he still gets to combo you when he hits the floor. Like, in Street Fighter V, that would have been unthinkable. I think it's just obnoxious, and it makes so much of his gameplay just literally... Half of Dalsim's matchups right now are just sitting at the top of the screen and fishing for float jump fierce, and I think it's dumb and I hate it. But, before the Dalsim players start hurling pitchforks at me, bear with me because I'm also going to do this. That's not much invincibility. I'm not making it as invincible as other level 1s, okay? I'm giving it a bit of invulnerability so you can use it as a reversal. It will beat meaties, it will beat DIs in Burnout. You will be able to use his level 1 as an actual reversal. It will be a finicky reversal. It will lose to some things that other reversals lose to, but it will be a reversal. Just one other thing here, we also have to change this as well. Now, -15 on block. Because they made it safe in the last version, I just realized that's going to be a huge problem if it's safe and invincible. I think overall, this is good for Dalsim. I'd be interested to see if I've just made every single Dalsim player on the planet love me and or hate me, but we're going to do this. All right, Honda. Now, I have a question. This is a change I've been thinking about for a while for Honda. Would this be overpowered? Yes or no? This normal fucking stinks, and no one uses it for anything, and everyone keeps telling me that it has secret use because it goes over lows. Would 6 frames be too good? See, the thing is, I asked this question expecting chat to start screaming at me that this was way too good, but the response has been surprisingly restrained, so I'm gonna go with it. The fact that no one has sent me like a death threat or like emailed a pipe bomb to my house suggests that actually this isn't too bad. Let's do this. No more charge on level 2. Something that I realized recently is his level 2 is unfucking believably slow. So like, even though this thing is like a full screen fireball punish, it's actually insanely hard to use it as a full screen fireball punish. I was genuinely struggling to punish Ken's fireball on reaction with his level 2. And Ken's fireball stinks. The regular version, not the EX. Okay, I gave Dowsim a slightly invincible level 1. I am never in a fucking million years gonna give DJ an invincible level 1. I don't know, this one's tricky. I feel like DJ is obnoxious, but I kind of feel like DJ being obnoxious is actually kind of his identity in this game. I feel like unlike most characters, he's obnoxious on purpose. I might just leave him the way he is, honestly. I think I've done this before in previous 2 change challenges. We can say DJ unchanged because as much as I despise this character, I think bringing down the power level of the top tiers is going to leave him in a pretty good spot anyway. Manon. Stand LP now +5 on hit. I think this gives her a few buffs simultaneously because it means that she can now do jab into light kick, which significantly buffers her light confirms, and also it gives her better counter hit and punish counter confirms, I think. So this has a bunch of useful effects. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to change. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we're gonna buff stand medium kick as well because it's like insanely slow for some reason. What's the start up of it right now? Is it like 11 frames or something? It's 10 right now, so we're gonna say it's a good button. It has a good hitbox and it can sometimes compete with like other characters' crouch medium kicks. But 10 frames is just way too slow. Maríza. This is another case of like a character who I've consistently been suggesting buffs for that never actually happened. I think I know exactly what I'm going to do for Marissa. So both directions. I just think she needs to be a little bit faster around the screen. So I think she should be forward and backwards faster. And also number 2, full body armor. I don't know why EX Gladius is still upper body only. It's bizarre. It wasn't already. I know people still don't really know the extent of how weird Marissa's kit is, but even EX Gladius loses to lows. Yeah, not even just lows, just any move that hits low on the body. Okay, JP. I kind of feel like his level 2 does need a slight nerf. I think for me, the issue I have with his level 2 right now is specifically the EX Fireball activate, because the way that his level 2 used to work, it had lots of counterplay if you were not in burnout, and it became basically unblockable if you were in burnout. And I liked that about it. I liked that his level 2 basically was absolutely unstoppable, but only if your opponent was in burnout. But ever since they added EX Fireball Activate, it's now just, there's never a bad time to use it. If you have 2 bars of drive and level 2, EX Fireball Activate just forces your opponent into a mix-up that is 98% of the time JP's gonna come out on top. It's almost like guaranteed damage. So like, I don't think I want to remove the cancel, but I'm just trying to think of ways that we can tone it down without just straight up deleting that cancel. I think what we do is we do delayed, because the way it works right now is the cancel happens the moment, the millisecond the first swipe happens. So I think the cancel should come out a little bit later so that you are not in a true block string. I think we'll do this. I think for the second one, we're just gonna go stand on whiff. So in the season 2 update, they did add a lingering hurt box to his stand heavy punch, but for some reason it's all around his feet. So if you have like a good crouch medium kick, you can whiff punish this move now. But for any character who doesn't have like a good low normal, the season 2 nerf basically just didn't affect them. So I'm just kind of making this universal. So like, rather than having to attack his feet now, you can actually whiff punish stand fierce with like a mid.